Welcome to the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, sometimes like a showcase. Khary's crib. Khary's crib. Khary's crib.
What's good and Tim, pretty people? Friday evening, my name is Khary. This is my crib, and I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and every now and then like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight, even though we have no topics, because tonight we are making it Freestyle Friday. Hashtag no rap. Hashtag rap, because ain't nobody spitting no bars tonight. Though I could spit some bars. You know?
I got rhymes galore.
Rhymes galore, baby. You know? I do got some bars.
You got some words.
I got some wordplay for y'all out there too. But I ain't gonna do it, you know? I could if I wanted to. Should I do it? Should I do it, bees?
One time for the party.
One time for they mind.
Yeah, give them like 16. Give them like 16.
One time for they mind. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, let's make this right. Let's make this right. That's how we gonna do it. That's how we gonna do it. My glass is full. My marijuana is lit. We may be fashionably late, but I'll be fashionable in this bitch. Let me pause for a flick and just floss a little bit. I'm so awesome, I'm the shit. See, I don't follow rules, I do what I want, the caution to the wind. How could I change if I've been like that since a kid and I'm getting what I'm doing, so take the caution for the win. I'm just a gangster and a geek. But don't mistake that shit is sweet, it's just a part of my mystique. Take the tats on my physique. There's a story to my tale, there's so many sides of me. Come and vacate by the beach, wintertime, summer breeze, palm trees, calm seas. Pick your boys to be my treat. Watch you discover I'm unique. So if you call and then you fall by the end of the week. Hey, what's poppin', baby? What's poppin'? We're gonna do Freestyle Friday where I got just a little bit of rapping. Just a little bit of rapping. I ain't really got no topics. My day has been super busy. So I really ain't have time to actually produce like I normally produce. So today we just gonna freestyle this shit, baby. We gonna freestyle this shit. I'm joined today by the homie Bees Buddha. What up to all the house guests over here in the chat? What up, Wayne? What up, Lily? What's poppin' with y'all? How y'all feeling this evening? I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling good. As y'all can actually, you can probably hear and shit like that, you know? I had a pretty good week. You know what I'm saying? No complaints for the week. You know, I actually spent some time with my family this week, you know? Being the family man, you know? And when I say spend time with my family, my daughter actually came down to visit, not to visit, she came down for training because she's in the Coast Guard, so she actually had to come down to Orlando. So she said, "Hey, Daddy, can you and KJ come out to visit while I'm out here?" I said, "Sure, no problem." I said, "Did you speak to your mom?" She said, "Yeah, I spoke to Mom. She's coming out here too, and she's actually flying back home with me and shit like that." So went out to Orlando. The three of us, actually, me, my ex-wife, and my son, we drove out there. Linked up with my daughter, spent some time with her, had some fun. We went and did some go-karting. We went to the mall. I got to sit there for about an hour and a half while they was in Mac and Sephora looking for makeup. I'm like, I don't need nothing. Y'all are definitely gonna don't put me through this torture, aren't you? You're definitely gonna put me through this torture. But that's what a dad does sometimes, and that's what a dad does. But it was a good time. Took some flicks, you know. Had a good time. Yo, Lily, I might swing through there a little later myself. You know, she's over going to join this other channel on the block with Jen that I be joining every now and then and shit like that. Be fun over there, be lit over there. But man, shit, what's up with you, Bees? What's up with you? How was your week and everything?
Yo, my weekend was awesome, yo. You know what I'm saying? Mad states in the weekend. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Maryland, ATL, back to New York, all in the weekend. Let me tell you something, though. Wayne Mills, he warned me. He warned me. He said she was in town. He said she was in town. And I said, oh, it's all right. I'm not doing nothing that had deals with her. Listen, got the ATL, couldn't even get the rental car.
Everybody had their shit because Beyonce was in town.
Everything. Listen, Hertz, Avis, Budget, Dollar Rental, Thrifty. Yo, you name it. If there's a rental, if they got a rental in Atlanta and ATL's airport, nothing on Beyonce weekend, yo.
Beyonce actually came out here this week as well. She came out here.
But check the bullshit that Beyonce did. So on the weekend, you know, all the tickets like Friday and Saturday, because she did 3 shows in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So all the tickets, Friday and Saturday, yo, the tickets were like 1,500, shit like that, crazy numbers, right?
It's crazy.
Guess how much the tickets were on Sunday?
$200.
$200.
Gonna get their money, son.
You know how many people are mad?
Well, that's only because it was Sunday and late. You know?
I think that third show wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah,
I think it was just supposed to be Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, and then they added an extra one, you know, and the only reason those tickets went that low is because they already had 2 shows that everybody went to, you know, so those tickets, everybody already went for the most part. You know what I mean?
So it's trying to get the stragglers.
Yeah, so let's just, you know what? Let's just drop this for the motherfuckers that ain't had the money for the other shit. And they get like $200, you know? Shit. It's been cool.
You know what's so crazy?
What's that?
Even though I'm starting the show with y'all know I got like 2 minutes because I'm about to go to Maryland again.
You stay on the move. And when you dip, make sure you just reconnect when you jump in the V.
Definitely.
You know? Shit, I actually woke up with a smile on my face today. I woke up with a smile on my face that did not come from a random morning blowjob. You know?
I can't. That's why you.
What's that?
I said, yo, you my guy. You don't change. You still the same guy. You know what I'm saying? We was kids. You still the same guy. You know what I'm saying? Personality wise, you know what I'm saying? I love the growth that you've accomplished. Had through the years, and you know, through all the fucking bullshit we've been through and all that. Like, I love the growth and you know who you've become older, but I like the fact that you still who you were when you were younger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm always same OG. Doom, 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 doom. The only time I drink a 40 is when I want to drink a 40. The only time I wear a suit. Well, I woke up this morning to a smile because I woke up and I had a text message that said, "Good morning, babe. Happy Friday. Hope you have a good day. There's something for you at the front door for me." I was like, "There's something at the front door."
Sounds like she's a keeper.
And I had some flowers. And I was
you got some flowers. You got some orchids and all that.
I had some flowers. But there's a note. There was 2 notes attached with it, you know, describing why each flower was left. And then there was an envelope that had like an invite to a sunset that we're going to go watch together. And I was like, you know what? This is fucking dope. I just had like the biggest smile on my face. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it like my nephew would say, that sounds romantic.
I think it was. I really liked it. It really touched my heart, and it made me say, you know what? She's definitely gonna get her ass ate tonight.
Yeah, give me about 10 minutes. I'm a reconnect, which I can need like 10 minutes.
All right, go do your thing, Beans. Go do your thing. You know, he's gonna reconnect in a couple minutes. But I just thought that was fucking amazing. That made me feel so good and so warm. And now I just feel like, you know what? Now we're gonna just have to like start battling without battling on showing each other we care. And I ain't mad at that. You know, so Bees is gonna join back in a little bit. You know. Trish said she was going to join this evening as well. So we should be having her joining us soon as well. But I just thought that was just like a dope start to a Friday, and I feel like it's gonna be a beautiful weekend, you know? So I really appreciate that, baby. Thank you. You know, I thought that was dope. I thought that was dope. Um, I said we was gonna freestyle, and I got a couple of things here. I don't want to freestyle by myself at the moment. Um, I do have a few things I'm gonna talk about though. Damn it, if I can get this thing to work. Wayne over here in the chat says he likes Trish. Yeah, Trish is dope, yo. Trish be having some good feedback for the things we be talking about and shit like that. You know, I definitely like her input on what we be talking. You know, and I hope she comes back more and more. You know, I thought her joining the stream was fun. It's fun and dope. You know, and I'm about to pour me another shot too. But I was about to pull up some of these other things, some things I had on my topic list. Random things. But we're gonna wait for Bees to come back. But until then, I was I kind of got a little nostalgic, you know, just thinking about like shit from back in the days and shit, and like kind of like how slang has changed. You know, how kind of like how slang has changed over the years. And Wayne said, "Yeah, from the female perspective, Trisha's dope." Now, where's my All right, here goes my chat. I want to get this up there. Yo, Bronx Polo, what's good, bro? Bronx Polo in the chat with the year. B just stepped out. He'll be back in a minute. But slang has changed over the years. I remember back in the days, me and my niggas used to be hanging out and shit. My mom used to say shit, oh, y'all look like the Rat Pack or some shit like that, you know? And back in the days, the Rat Pack was not a bad name to be referred as because they were some cool-ass dudes, man. You know, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, I forget who else names off the top of my head, but there was a crew, and it was called the Rat Pack. But now in 2023, if you call a crew the Rat Pack, it don't mean they cool ass niggas. It means they some ratting ass niggas. They done told. They done snitched. And I'm like, damn, slang definitely changed. Even though rat probably always meant snitching. But in that time, being called the Rat Pack was like a compliment to some people. But now, not so much, baby. Not so much. You know? And there's a lot of slang that has changed over the years. Like the name, like the word whack. You know? Whack was a word that came up around when hip hop was in the 80s, you know? And it meant that shit is terrible. But today in 2023, you actually have people naming themselves whack. You got Tierra Whack. You got Whack 100. And it kind of boggled me a little. Kind of like whack was never a good term. You know? Whack was never a good term. So it's just been wow how slang changes, words change, meanings change, context gets lost on a lot of things. Like I was speaking the other day about how songs back in the 90s meant one thing, but nowadays people look at it like, oh, you was nasty, nigga. You was nasty. And I do need to really stop saying nigga so much. Let me see. There's really no system I have here to kind of hit a strike when I say nigga or something like that. That'll cost me some money or something. But I'll figure it out. I'm a slowly start pulling that word out of my vocabulary. Make it less and less. You know, that's the goal. That's the goal. But yeah, Wayne says, really? Yeah. People's names don't mean what their names really mean anymore. Or words don't mean what they really mean anymore. Or what they used to mean. Though I think fresh will always be fresh. But people probably said that about bad too. Bad is always going to mean something bad. And then here you go with bad meaning bad, not bad meaning good. There it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit changes over time. Shit changes over time. Got my spliffs or my self-rolled cigar. Oh, I heard this story. I read this story about this couple. This is some slick ass shit. This is some slick ass shit, y'all. And it's like, yo, this dude had foresight. He looked ahead. Oh my gosh, he looked ahead. So, man and woman get married. They go to live happily ever after. Let me see if I still have that story here in my list. They live happily ever after until about 20, 30 years later, right? 20, 30 years later, they fall out. Shit ain't good no more. And they start going through it. They can't reconcile. They can't fix it. I'm trying to find the exact story too. They can't fix it. And they end up filing for divorce, right? And the wife is like, you know what? I'm going to be all right. I'm going to get what I need to get. And I'm going to move on. But when she went to file for divorce, she found out that they was already divorced. That's right. That's right. You heard me correctly. They were already divorced. How could this be? How could she be divorced and not know that she's divorced? Well, if you didn't know, there's certain places in America where you can get a divorce and you don't have to notify your spouse. I'm going to Google that right now. So you can get a divorce and not notify your spouse. I forget what state it was. But after they got married, the guy went ahead and filed a divorce. So when it was time to get a divorce 20 years later, asked out. Foresight or fucked up? So he got like a divorce like a month after he got married. Didn't inform his wife, but lived regular. Lived regular. Which if that's real, that's kind of fucked up, but it's also kind of genius. It's both fucked up and genius at the same time. Because now she had millions of dollars and did that shit. Motherfucker be like, ooh, she was smart. I just feel like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know? Looking over here in the chat. Wayne said, I thought you have to be served. I forget where exactly it was, but in the story it said there's this particular state or city that's someplace you can actually get divorced and not have to inform your spouse, which is crazy. That law was written by a man that did not want to inform his spouse that he wanted to get a divorce. He said, if I tell her I'm getting divorced, she's going to kill me, and I want to live. So let's put this in law so I could just file this shit and bounce. Oh, man. About to take me another shot. Oh, and I got the phone lines open too, 813-559-3339. Anybody want to join in on the conversation tonight? Yeah, I never heard that neither, Wayne, until I read that story. I actually read that a couple weeks ago. I actually had it on my list at one point, but my list of crazy shit be getting long sometimes. Pause, you know? I'll find it at some point. Shit. Once these motherfuckers come back, I'm gonna get into it. We might have to change some scheduling and shit too. We might have to do a little bit of scheduling changes and shit because B's been having to run out on Friday evenings and shit like that. So we got to get it to where he ain't got no other things that's interfering with the streams. We might have to make a little bit of schedule changes and shit like that. Right now we Tuesday and Friday. If Thursdays is usually busy for me. Um, Tuesdays right after Wednesday. I don't really want to do back to back. You know, Mondays right before Tuesday. I don't really want to do back to back. I'll figure it out. I definitely want to try to keep it 2 days a week though. Just because a lot of shit be going on. And last Tuesday, we had like a 3-hour stream, and I wasn't really prepared for a 3-hour stream. I didn't even realize I was gonna be doing a 3-hour stream. To tell you the truth, that shit just kind of happened, and it was a good show though. You know, we got Bees back over here too. So we got Bees back. He's mobile. He's mobile now on his mobile phone.
Yeah.
You know,
mobility.
Yeah, we got Bees back on the mobile phone while he's being mobile.
Yeah.
You know, I was just telling the people about just spoke briefly about slang changing and shit. Like whack used to be a terrible thing to be, whack. But now people are actually naming themselves like Whack 100, Tierra Whack, and actually have whack in their name type of shit. And they're also talking about a dude that divorced his wife, but she didn't know until 20 years later.
Yo, I can't. That's crazy.
That's wild, but that's also foresight.
But yeah, no, that is crazy how whack is. Just like nerd doesn't mean the same thing it used to mean when I was a kid.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't have as much as a negative connotation as it used to, huh?
Nah, like, all right, for instance, right? My son was like, yo, I'm a nerd, dad, this and that. So I'm like, yeah, you a nerd? I said, yo, that's what's up. That's the way to be, right? So
but he said it stands for never ever rubbing dicks. That's what it means now?
Yeah, I don't know. But yo, so he's like, yeah, you know, I love science, this and that, science, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then next thing you know, the report card comes, right? And he failed science.
How's that if he loves science? Well,
listen,
I love science too, and I failed science as a kid.
Listen, actually failed everything. So I'm like, dude, I thought you said you was a nerd. And he's like, he's like, I am. I said, but how, if you're a nerd, how did you fail everything? He said, oh, nerd doesn't mean that. I said, what you mean nerd doesn't mean that? I said, they changed the they changed the definition. He's like, well, a nerd is like, you know, you play video games, you deal with Pokemon cards and all that shit. So I was like, so it doesn't mean you're smart? He was like, nah, it doesn't really mean that you're smart. I said, yo, y'all need to find something different.
Back in the days, it kind of it meant that back in the days, but it also meant you were smart. It like back in the days, only the smart kids was into Pokemon and shit like that, you know? The geeky kids and shit like that. But nowadays it just shit, everybody. You know?
So maybe I'm thinking that he should be a geek instead of a nerd.
Possibly.
That's if geek means the same thing. That's if geek means the same thing, though.
Possibly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think. But who knows in 2023?
For real.
Motherfuckers say geek and they be high as fuck. Oh, I'm geek. Niggas be high and shit.
I guess. Nah, because I used to hear that amongst the crackheads, like, yo, he's geeking.
Yeah, you know.
So I don't know. Maybe geek's not the word I want.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't want my kid out there getting high. You know, if he smokes weed, he smokes weed. I can't be a bigot, but you know.
Do I have something on over here? Oh yeah. All right, let me ask you this shit, Bees.
Go ahead.
Oh, let me see. Bronx Polo actually has something over here for nerd. He said, "Nerd, engage in or discuss a technical field obsessively or with great attention to detail." So it doesn't have nothing to mean smart. So Revenge of the Nerds just meant these motherfuckers was engaged in the technical field obsessively, which they was obsessed with some of this shit, you know.
Well, then he's not a geek at all.
Booger was obsessed with being nasty, you know. Remember that movie?
Yeah, I remember. I seen all of the Revenge of the Nerds down to 4. I seen Revenge of the Nerds 4. Like,
I don't even remember that one. I actually watched Revenge of the Nerds maybe a couple of weeks ago. You know, me and my lovely lady, we watched it. We actually watched it. I told her we was on like a little old school trip. We watched Revenge of the Nerds. We watched Space Camp, which the plot of Space Camp is still ridiculous to this day.
yeah.
But yeah, as I think about it, yeah, some of them were smart, but not all of them were smart. You know, but some of them
but it was only on the real. It was only Booger that really wasn't like.
Well, what's his name? Lamar didn't seem like he was very smart. He was just flamboyant.
Nah, what did they say about Lamar? No, but they said something. That's why him and Worms are cool like that. Because, you know, Worms was like the 15-year-old smart kid.
Yeah, he was
and
like
it was something about their GPAs. But their GPAs was like close.
Nah, but he just never said anything like, oh, well, that circumference of this is blah, 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 you know?
Yeah, true.
He didn't have the pocket protector. He was just gay.
Yeah.
And they said, all right, we'll put him with the nerds.
Thing that I hated about that, you know the thing that I hated about that, though?
What's that?
Why the only black guy in the movie?
Yeah, I did. I thought that my damn self. I thought that my damn self. I said, why the hell is he?
Yo, listen.
Why they had to make the black guy
the coolest
gay? But that was like
he was the coolest gay guy.
Yeah. No, on 15. What? No, on 15. Man, they had.
Listen.
Going, yo.
When I was a kid and that nigga popped out on the stage talking about clap your hands, everybody, and everybody clap your hands. Yeah, I was like, oh, this nigga's nice. This nigga's nice.
Oh man, he did that shit, man, flamboyant. You know how we got how we started watching Revenge of the Nerds too? Because I think there was like a video or a meme or something, and it just had like, that's gay, and they just used his head from Revenge of the Nerds. And I was like, you know why this is funny? Do you know why? Do you know who this character is? You know? And I was like talking to her like who this character is and like why this is just funny, because he was like the gay guy in the 80s, the black gay guy, you know? And for them to be pulling his head out and using it now for shit and just to symbolize like gay is just funny to me. You know?
For real.
Oh shit! Oh, here we go. Oh, I had this thought earlier.
You know.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I was saying I had this thought earlier about just like shit that I'm tired of. In 2023, just like things that I'm tired of, you know? And things that I'm tired of on the fucking internet. Because the internet didn't used to be this fucking disgusting. You know? And when I say disgusting, I'm not referring to like porn. I'm just referring to opinions and shit, you know? Like, I'm tired of expert advice from people that aren't experts in what they're trying to give you advice in. You know? Like, I can't go down my timeline without hearing somebody giving some type of fucking relationship advice. And it's like, nigga, you are no expert. You didn't go to school for this. You didn't do anything for this. You just got either cheated on a few times or cheated a few times. And now you're trying to give everybody advice because all of your shit keeps fucking failing.
Facts.
You know? And motherfuckers be giving horrible advice. Like, this one woman gave some advice that said, I'm not doing any type of wife shit until I'm a wife. And I was like, bitch, ain't nobody trying to make you a wife if you ain't doing wife shit.
Yo, listen, dude, this is shit I understand. You gotta do wife shit to become a wife.
Right.
That's why
In 2023,
you
know?
have to display but you have to display like yo, I'm ready to be a wife. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things,
Right.
and I think females don't get that.
But it's like, hey, she says she's not gonna do no wife shit until she's a wife, but it still expects the man to do all the shit a husband would do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Shit is crazy. I was like, this is horrible advice.
Yeah.
Horrible advice. Another woman said, hey, if that man ain't paying the bills, do what you want.
Oh, I seen her, and she's probably single.
Well, somebody says she's married, you know, but I said I guess maybe right now she's talking shit, because if she's married and that nigga paying all the bills, so she's pretty much telling me that when that nigga says sit, you sit. Because you saying unless he's paying all the bills, you should be this, and this. So she's probably talking mad shit, but then being mad like submissive and shit like that on the back end. You know what I mean? Because I'll be damned. That's why I actually say when people ask me that 50-50, 100% question and shit like that, I always my response is whether we go 50-50 or 100% depends on whether you want a partnership or a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm paying all the bills, I don't want to hear a complaint. I don't want to hear no fussing, no nothing. When I make a decision, no arguing, no nothing. If you demanding, I'm paying 100%.
Listen, if I'm paying 100%, I don't even have to ask you about none of my decisions.
Right, right. And you better not get mad when I make those decisions too.
Oh, I want to go here to eat. No, going here.
We going here. I don't care what you want. You hungry? What you want? I don't know. All right, we going here. Not that. Well, you said you don't know. That's where we going. That would be fucked up, wouldn't it? That would be fucked up.
Like, yo, listen, well, check it. I don't care if you don't eat that. I'm paying. I eat that.
Be an asshole just to be an asshole, right?
Yeah.
Now, even though I'm saying that, y'all know I'm fronting, right? and when I say, well, I'm not fronting. I'm fronting because if me and a woman are together and we living together and shit like that, I'm probably gonna hold shit down, you know. But
I mean, as a man,
wait a
that's
second, hold up,
natural.
Hold up, right? But if she tells me, "Oh, you paying everything and this and that," oh hell no, I'm gonna be a different kind of nigga when it's demanded, you know.
When it's demanded.
When it's demanded is one thing. When it's I'm doing this because I just care for you and love you, it's another. But when it's a little when shit is expected, it makes me not want to do it. Or it makes me want to do it with difficulty when it's like because you don't appreciate it when it's expected, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like if you just let me do it on my own reconnaissance, listen, things would be so much better.
Right. Yeah,
but if you like, well, you gotta do it. Like, oh, whoa.
I ain't got to do nothing but be black and die. That's all I got to do.
For real.
You know? I sounded bad old school with that one, didn't I?
You know, if they ain't never heard that terminology.
Oh, man. Nah, but I thought that was interesting. Or that's one of the things I'm tired of is motherfucking experts that aren't experts on shit.
Yeah, son, you know what's so crazy? The people that give the most advice have the horrible situations. Like, you know, they be like, oh, you should be like this and all that. And then, their situation be toe up.
Yeah.
But you gonna tell me that where in reality that's what you want to do, but you won't do.
Mm-hmm. Right. Wayne over here in the chat says, yo, that tells you how her mother raised her, because to me, her mother wasn't raised right either. But then he also said,
All right.
Khary be a little petty with it. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, not a whole lot. Only when you demand shit, only when you demand shit. Unless we're in a spot where you're supposed to be demanding shit. Like, I ain't going to.
Hey, Wayne, I'm gonna tell you like this. Niggas come from a bunch of petty niggas, all right? Niggas get petty.
Oh
Now, the
man.
shit is though, we're not petty amongst each other,
Right.
but
right.
we're petty to everybody else.
I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this video, B. I'm gonna play this video. My nigga Heem sent this video to me earlier.
Lord have mercy.
My nigga Heem sent this video to me earlier, right? What's it at? Not that one. This one.
You see what I'm talking about? If you see what I'm talking about, you see how they have money inside the house there.
So this girl, this little girl.
Not today, the boy there. Not today. The boy come and take something, and when you finish the house, lock up there.
And the dad is
And
like,
not
yo,
today, the boy come there.
these niggas in my house. You got these niggas in my house?
Stay there. Two of them. Look at that.
Two of them.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that inside the house there.
Look at that inside the house. There.
Look at that inside the house there.
Look at that.
Look that man after. Not your mother. Not your mother tell don't bring man inside of the house. Don't bring man inside of the house. Don't bring man inside.
Oh man. And you know what that video made me think about? Me and my niggas as kids. Because niggas definitely was up in chicks' house when they wasn't supposed to be there. Parents would come home. Fuck all these niggas in my house. I said, yo.
Nigga, you remember I was stuck in Shantae's? You remember I was stuck in Shantae's fucking closet for 4 hours, nigga?
Oh man. I wanted to look at that video and try to be like a father and be like, yeah, better not have him. But then I was like, that reminds me of my motherfucking crew. You know, Bronx Polo down here says 100%.
Yeah. Listen, fam. I know a nigga that he wasn't supposed to be in the crib. Yo, the nigga dove off the terrace, your floor.
Third floor.
Head first.
I always thought about jumping out my window as a kid, but I was just like, you know what? Only because it was the third floor, and the third floor don't seem too high. And then I looked out the window and I thought about it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna break my ankles.
Nah, yo, me and Terry Slay used to do that shit.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna break my ankles. Now, as an adult, I'm like, you know what? I probably wouldn't have broke my ankles because when I was thinking about it, I was only about 60 pounds. And I would have been able to land, boom, be good. If I try that shit now, I'm going to break my ankles.
Yo, give me a second. Give me 1 second.
I'm going to break my ankles. Man, I'm looking at the chat. Wayne says, yo, we was all there. Brospo says, oh shit, I remember that. Wayne said, yeah, I saw this video. She was doing the do with both. Oh, she was letting them niggas run a train. I tell you what, niggas in my hood used to run trains on bitches all the time. But you know what? See, this is why I'm different, yo. Well, for me, why I consider myself different. This is why I'm different. None of my niggas, as a kid, I kept this shit to myself. As a kid, I kept this shit to myself. As an adult, I'm kind of proud of myself. Because none of my niggas can say I ran a train with them or some chick, yo. I have never run a train with none of my niggas. I've had opportunities. Never. Bronx Polo said, I seen you in the staircase. Hey, you might have seen me in the staircase, But you ain't see me with my booty out trying to get no ass in them staircases. Out there just like y'all niggas is crazy. You know? But I just didn't want if I'm not gonna be first, I don't want to be anything on a train. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't first, I ain't trying to be anything. So, and I was always selfish. I was never like, yo, I got a chick, let's run a train on her. I was never that nigga. I was like, I got a chick. How you doing, baby? You know, that was me, you know. But that's just me. That's just me. But that's what that video reminded me of. It reminded me of my niggas back in the days. I was in the crib. With them, though, when shit happened. Not all the time. Some of the times. I was in there. I just wasn't doing shit whenever shit did pop off. But also, fortunately, I wasn't actually there a lot of the times things popped off. Though, I did some freaky shit. I just never did the train. Wasn't my thing. Man, but bad niggas. A lot shit did go down in the staircase though, man. New York is a different place, yo. New York is a different place. You know, down here in the South, motherfuckers be in their cars. New York, motherfuckers be in the staircase. And I think that should be my last shot for a little while too. Cause I think that's like shot number 4 or 5. I'm not sure, but that's what it is. Woo. Oh, man. But yeah, it's Freestyle Friday, man. My day was so busy, so hectic. I ain't had time to do shit. Ain't have time to produce nothing for the show. But I have 4. I have 4 shots. That's what I've had. I have 4 shots so far. Plus 1 or 2 off camera. Wayne Mills says Bronx Polo. Oh shit, not staircase, bringing back memories. Yo, shit was wild in the hood, yo. I think I had sex in the staircase before, but not in a train situation. You know, just shit happened to jump off in the staircase, you know? You trying to say goodbye and she like, but my mom is home and blah, 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 blah. You know, that's kind of how things go. It's like B's getting ready to Autobot roll out. I just got his video up over here. Yo. I'm just lighting my other cigar over here, my other self-rolled cigar, you know?
Yeah.
I found that video mad funny though. I shouldn't have found it funny, but I did. And then he sent me a video of some chick masturbating at work. I'm not sure if she's masturbating or getting head from somebody. You know?
Yeah, or did you just want to wait and see what he has to say? Okay.
Got her legs up and shit.
Yeah, of course. I can get you a 12 noon.
I think she might be getting head.
No bad.
Yeah, I think she might be getting head.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, my nigga be some wild shit. What you got though? Bees? What you got for Freestyle Friday?
I ain't really got much, you know. More my shit be considered conspiracies and shit like that.
I ain't hear that story, Wayne. Give me a call, Wayne. Give me a call. Tell me about that story. 813-559-3339.
What story? What Wayne Mills talking
We'll take
about?
about 10 minutes for that. He says, what you think about the 10-year-old that went to jail for using the bathroom in public?
When did this happen and where did this happen?
I don't know, but when I was a kid, I used to hate this part of being a kid too. But when I was a kid, used to go places with my mom, right? Used to go places with my mom. And we was always taking a bus or the train or some shit. We'd be downtown or some shit. I'd be like, I gotta use the bathroom. I gotta use the bathroom. My mom would be like, I dig go a tree. So now, and it wouldn't even be like no tree in like a discreet place. That shit would be like right in the middle of the fucking block. It's just a tree in the middle of the motherfucking road and shit.
Then in a pink bag and a plastic bag.
My mom used to tell me, go pee on that tree right there. Ain't nobody worried about you and your little wee wee. Go pee on that tree. All right, let's take this call. Yeah, you live with Khary's crib. What's poppin'?
What's up, Khary?
What's good with you, Wayne?
What it do? What it do?
Chilling, man.
Hey, I heard
Wayne,
this story.
man,
I think
what's
I
up?
heard it today on a radio show.
Okay.
But they said it was a 10-year-old. He had to use the bathroom, and what happened was his mom told him to go outside the car,
Oh, so like
and
me.
she opened the door and let him urinate.
Why can't I hear him?
And what happened was a cop was right there, but they were going to let him go, but they had called like 3 other cops. And I think it was the
Can you hear it,
lieutenant
Beast?
or something, and they told him, no, we're going to take him to jail. I think that went too far because I remember when I
Okay.
was young, we used to go to like road trips. Like, hey,
Yeah.
go to the side and do what you got to do.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I was saying. I was saying,
Yeah, and the mother was like, yo, let him get back in the car. Let him get back in the car. And they was like, no, he's going to jail. I think he stayed there for like 3 hours in jail.
damn. Wait, the mother
Peeing?
let them the mother let him take him to jail?
She had no choice because, like I said, it was a one cop. Like, she was like, okay, I understand that. Get back in the car. But 3 cars came up and they're like, no, he's going to jail for this. That's the felony.
Was he a grown man?
A 10-year-old kid.
A 10-year-old.
Black or white?
And I
Black or
believe
white?
they done that before when they was younger.
Black or white?
She understood that. She was like, I understand, I understand he had to use the bathroom. Y'all on a road trip or y'all was doing something, he couldn't use the bathroom at that time. You couldn't stop. So they went aside of the road and he used the bathroom and she called us like, look, you can't do this. Next time tell your mom that you got to use the bathroom or go ahead of time. Then 3 cops came up and they was like, nah, this is in Mississippi anyway. You know how they are.
Oh,
Well, what was the
So-
races involved?
Yes, it was 3 other cops. I think it was like a lieutenant or a captain. It was something like that. I know it was somebody upper than she was because she was like, no, don't do that. He's like, no, he's going to jail.
A black
And
boy?
she had to.
Wayne Mills.
A black boy
Yeah,
or a
black
white boy?
Black boy. Of course, it's black.
Yeah.
So
Like when you started
The mother
telling
was
the
like,
story,
no,
when you
no.
started telling the story, the immediate thought, the picture in my head was immediately a black kid. It wasn't a white kid. It was always a
yeah,
black kid
it was.
and white
It
cops.
was. He was crying. He was hysterical. He was shaking and everything. But they would not show the picture when he was inside the car. That's when he was going crazy. They didn't handcuff him though. That's what they say. But we didn't know that.
I tell you what,
But
them police would
she
have
had
had
to
to
wait
chase
3
me.
hours to get him out.
Them police would have had to chase me. I'd be like, nigga,
yeah, you're not taking much.
you ain't taking my 10-year-old to jail. 2,
But she would have got locked up.
2, this is nature, nigga. This is
Right.
nature.
And like I said, they did this-
I could bring my dog
they-
out here. My dog could piss wherever the fuck it wants, and y'all be like, "Ooh, great job."
Exactly. And that's why I don't understand why they went to that, why they got to the raise to that when the cop already said, no, we're going to do it like this. He understand he cannot do this, but he was in an emergency situation, and he said no. Like I said, he was like a lieutenant or something. He was higher than her. He was like, hell no, he's going to jail. And I know they done this long before he did when they was younger
Yeah.
on a road trips or anything else. They,
I remember
okay.
I remember
'cause we
one
back
time
in
as
the
a
day-
kid. One time as a kid, We was coming back from like either Orchard Beach or City Island or some shit. I was with my dad and shit. And he just motherfucker pulled the car over real quick, jumped out, took a piss. Cop pulled up behind us like, hey, everything good? My dad was like, yeah, just taking a piss. Cop was like, all right, y'all be good. You know?
Exactly. And I'm like, why would you go to the extent from a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
I see it with somebody in, adult age, maybe like, okay, you can't do this.
And if you feel like you had to arrest anybody in that situation, it should have been the parent. If you had to make an arrest.
Please let him come back. But the thing is that what I'm saying is, Khary, the cop already gave them a ticket already, and then he was headed back to the car. And he was like, looked at the ticket and like, hell no, he's going to jail for this.
That's fucked up. That's not even a fucking felony, though. That's not even a jailable offense. Not for no fucking 10-year-old.
But some states, they say that when you urinate in public, that's called a sexual something. I forgot what it's sexual something in some states.
See, and that's the problem. That's why y'all motherfuckers need to vote and get people to motherfucking go in the fucking in the politics that actually not an asshole and not dumb and has common sense and shit like that. It's ridiculous. If a motherfucker taking the piss, that should not be a sexual offense. If a motherfucker is making OnlyFans, yeah, that's your discretion. Use your discretion.
You got to look at it. People drinking, come out the club and like, hey, I can't find a bathroom. I'm going to piss right here.
Right. Now,
or you in traffic somewhere, and I know I did this one time before. I was stuck in traffic for like 30 or 40 minutes. I had used the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I went over. I stay in Atlanta, went to 20 East, and took a piss and came back. You have to do what you got to do. You can't keep that piss on you. I'm not going to piss on myself.
Not going to piss on yourself. Yeah, I feel you on that one. Cause I ain't going to piss on myself.
Exactly. So what you got to do? You going to wait till you go home and clean up and clean your car and all that? No, I ain't going to do all that.
They do that.
So
they do
for
make
him,
shit extreme
and
nowadays.
for his mother to say, okay, because, you got your parents or your grandparents already told you, like I said, back in the day, you're like, okay, we're going to go aside the road. Let you go do what you go. We can open the door, shield you, make sure nobody see what you're doing, squat, or you got to piss, do what you got to do, and come back inside the car.
Everything is extra nowadays.
It's stupid, though.
Everything is extra nowadays.
But yeah, they arrested him and kept him in there for like 3 hours. The mother had to come back had to go to the station and pick him up. I just want to know what his father is the father in his life.
That would have been the first. That should have been the first phone call by the mother, though.
Exactly. I don't know if he's in life or not, or he's passed away or whatever. But you need to get your son, and then we're gonna press charges.
Yeah, that's
this
wild
like I said, this is Mississippi.
That's a wild one.
They backwards anyway.
I hope that case has a level-headed judge. I hope that case has a level-headed judge that says, "Man, get this bullshit up out of here." Because there are some judges out there that would be like, "Man, get this bullshit up out of here, man. Don't be wasting my time with this bullshit piss." This kid's 10 years old.
At least I would have put if they say they was trying to teach him a lesson.
What's the lesson to teach? The lesson to teach is fuck police.
You put him
That's the
inside
lesson.
a jail cell.
That's the lesson they taught that kid. That kid's like, man, fuck police. That's the lesson.
He's scared of police right now. He's petrified.
I never had a police lesson that made me say, you know what? I really like the police.
Right.
I never had that lesson. Never.
Never.
But y'all appreciate you calling, Wayne, putting us up on the story and shit like that, man. All right? All right, man. Be good out there in the A.
All right, you too.
All right, man. That was a wild one, though. I remember one time I was in New York, though. I remember that I was in New York. It's little kid and adult, two different things in my opinion. Was in New York, in Manhattan, me and a couple of my niggas, we walking down the street, walking down the block. My nigga's like, yo, I gotta take a piss. I'm like, all right, so I just keep walking a little bit, stop, wait for the nigga. He go take a piss next to some garbage, which is crazy. He's taking a piss next to garbage. Like, everybody's throwing their garbage on the street, like their garbage bags and shit like that, throwing it on the street. He stopped to take a piss. Whoop, 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 whoop. Fucking cop pulled up, jumped out the car, ran up on the nigga like, stop taking that piss, you know? Oh, you're going to jail. They gave him a ticket for taking the piss, yo. Those cops wasn't assholes, but I was like, he was like, yeah, they don't be playing nowadays. Oh, man. You ever got a ticket for taking the piss, Bees?
No.
No? Public urination is a thing, but it shouldn't be a thing for a fucking 10-year-old kid. You know? If that 10-year-old kid, if that 10-year-old kid ain't in the playground where there's a bunch of little girls and he's just out there like, woo, look at my dick. It's not a sexual crime. He had to take a piss. If he's in a corner, making sure nobody looking at him, let the little nigga piss in peace, man. Let the little nigga piss in peace. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know? But you know, I had a mad shots. I'm about to take another one, maybe, perhaps. I might, maybe I won't. You know? I'm yeah, so we're gonna get ready to wrap up. You got anything you want to add, Bees? Bees is about to boogie on his way to Maryland. He about to get his Maryland shuffle on out there. Get some. He's gonna eat some blue crabs. I don't know if he actually is gonna eat blue crabs, but I think that's what Maryland is good for. Blue crabs.
Yo, listen. Let me tell you something about that.
What's that?
I'm so New York that I don't fuck with the Maryland type crabs. That shit is too much work.
Right? You agree, right? You talking about the blue crabs? They be like, oh, you gotta pull this off and then pull this out and then do this and then do that and then you can go. I'm like, hell, that's too much goddamn work. I don't want to work to eat my food unless I'm actually killing it. If it's already dead, I shouldn't have to do a lot of work to eat my food. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and then you know what blue crab is to me? Blue crab is like getting a neck bone. You know how much meat is on a neck bone?
I don't eat neck bones.
Well, listen.
Is it like a oxtail? Because motherfuckers be acting like oxtails is the greatest thing ever, and then I be getting oxtail, and I be like, that's all that it is. It's like a giant piece of fat with a little bit of meat around it. Like, this shit is this nigga. I could get the oxtail taste in my motherfucking pot roast, nigga. You know, you want oxtails, make yourself a goddamn pot roast. You know? Yeah, I be making pot roast like crazy lately too, though. My son be like, yo, can we do pot roast? Can we do pot? I do pot roast like maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks.
I get some oxtail. You know, I'm an oxtail fan. I wasn't a fan when I went to Jamaica. I've had better oxtail in New York
in the Bronx
than in Jamaica. Yes. Yo, and the thing that's sad about it is, out of all the oxtails that I've tried, I gotta say that these Mexican niggas been making the best.
Wait, whoa. What?
All right. Down the street from me, there's in the chicken spot, in your spot, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, early in the day, they make Jamaican food.
Okay.
There's a whole nother piece of kitchen to the joint. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. And they make jerk chicken, stew chicken, all the Jamaican shit. They make oxtail. It's a Jamaican nigga making the oxtail.
I thought you said a Mexican nigga.
No, it's a Mexican nigga making the oxtail. That's what I meant to say. It's a Mexican nigga making the oxtail.
Okay. That's
All I
weird.
heard is
And
Mexican nigga making the ox. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
And that's Trish that just checked in. That's
That
Trish
just
that just
slapped.
checked in.
What up, Trish?
What up? What up?
Trish, you look like you out in the town.
I be on the town a little bit. Smoke a little bit, drink a little bit.
There we go. There we go. You know?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got me some coconut shrimp. I was supposed to get me some gator, but they ain't had no more gator.
Oh, gator bites?
I'm scared to try gator.
Why?
Okay, so I think he may have
It's banging.
misinterpreted what I
To me,
did.
it tastes like Bill.
It tastes
So I
like
think
what?
you know
I don't like
right.
veal. I don't like veal.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Oh, you don't like veal?
Are you
No, I
sure?
don't like veal.
All right, going into the fight.
You know? Well, but you know what? I'm glad that Trish joined. We was getting ready to actually get up out of here, but I'm glad you joined because I wanted to actually ask you a question, but I wanted to wait till you got here. You know? So she actually had a question, and I'm in the group chat with some of my peoples from Smoking Words and shit like that. And earlier, Trish actually dropped a question in there that I did not answer yet. I didn't even answer this question yet. I said, yo, this is a wild question, but well, go ahead and ask that. What was the question you had? What did you ask?
All right, y'all. So, if you and your partner came across some aliens, maybe they was a little fine looking. I don't know. They humanoid. And they said, we can give you special magical powers. But all you got to do is let us play in your butt a little bit. Are you going to do it?
I will be powerless.
B said he would be powerless.
Against the probe? Yeah.
Oh, it's a probe? It's a probe?
No.
See,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
see, I was gonna ask for clarification on like what does play in the butt mean? You know, what does play in the
I
butt
don't
mean?
know. It could be anything, you know. What would you prefer play in the butt mean?
Well, I don't really have a preference when I say like play in the butt. No fingers.
Really?
Yeah, no fingers. Don't try to put no fingers in my ass.
No ET?
No.
No.
Motherfuckers be having nails, you know?
Facts.
No, thank you.
Can it be a tongue in the butt?
No.
I'm not gonna request it, but I'm not gonna say stop. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
So
A little rim job, a little something.
if they gonna probe like that, I might be like, hey. You know, I don't know.
Hey, I ain't even throw my legs up in the air. It just kind of happened.
See, I'm not sure if I'm gonna throw my legs up in the air though. You know, I'm not sure I'm gonna throw my legs up in the air. Though I'm not gonna throw my legs up in the air, but I'm pretty sure a woman's gonna try and put my legs up in the air or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a
It
little
would.
weird. That's a little weird.
Yo. Now I remember. Listen, I remember a conversation with one of our boys, and he was like, "Nah, I grabbed my legs and I cocked."
Yeah, I remember that conversation too. I remember that conversation. The nigga was like, yo, have you ever got your ass ate? No, it wasn't ass ate. Back then, it wasn't ass ate. It wasn't ass
You ever got
ate.
your salad tossed?
Yeah, that was the term back in the days. It's like, you ever got your salad
You ever
tossed?
got
I was
your
like,
salad?
nah. He was like, yo, I had my salad tossed. He was like, yo. He was like, the first. The nigga said,
Peanut butter or jelly?
the nigga said, the first time, I wasn't expecting it. He said she just pushed my legs back and just started licking my asshole. Then he said, after that, I throw my legs up and hold them. I said, oh,
That's
shit,
right.
nigga,
Throw out
you
that little
are-
pussy.
I said, you are
Yeah,
wild,
yeah.
nigga.
But what made it funny? What made it funny
Was he
is when he's
demonstrated?
telling us. Well, yes, he's
He
telling us, and he goes
demonstrated.
lay on the floor and demonstrates. Yeah.
The nigga laid on the floor and demonstrated for us. I was like, nigga, you are wild, nigga. You know, this was way back this was like in the 90s, and this was before pause.
Yeah.
We was like, we couldn't say nigga pause. We was like, nigga, you are wild. And what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just trying to imagine this
If you
scenario.
remember, if you remember, pause meant something else.
What did pause mean back then?
Run DMC had a song called Pause.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's crazy though.
I just want y'all to know I've always wanted to fly.
You said fly?
Either that or pyrokinesis.
So you would do it with an alien, so you can either fly or have telekinesis.
You want
Pyrokinesis.
Pyrokinesis? Wait.
So you want to start fire? You think you Drew Barrymore? You want to be Drew Barrymore?
Hell yeah.
Fire starter out this motherfucker?
Now why?
You know how many times
why a
I've been looking
fire
at niggas
starter?
be like, I hope you burn.
Oh shit. Oh shit. That sounds like PTSD. That sounds like PTSD.
Yes.
Yes. You know? But before you get powers to burn people, I would suggest you see therapy first. You know? So that way you don't just burn people. Niggas be stupid.
If Batman don't need therapy, I don't need therapy.
That nigga need therapy.
But does he get it? That's the question. Does he get it? You know? But if I had to let an alien lick my asshole for a superpower, I might. You know, I'd have to get like the Superman powers where I have like a whole array of shit. You know? And the only thing that kills me is lack of sun.
I can see that.
You know?
You're powered by the melanin.
Now, here's my question for Superman. But I guess because he's Superman, that's the answer to that question. Which my question was, if he needs so much sun, why doesn't he ever get a suntan? But he's Superman, so I guess suntan is typically your skin burning from the sun, right? That's what a suntan is?
Yeah.
So that's why he don't get a suntan.
But realistically, he should have a lot of melanin in the skin.
Right, because he gets so much sun. He absorbs the sun. Superman should be black.
So that lets you know Superman ain't white.
Well, he's an alien. He ain't none of that.
Yeah, he's an alien.
Yeah, I was about to say, because he can stay out
now,
in the sun.
That right there, you know, she just clarified that Superman's an alien. Now a lot of women is like, well, perhaps I would let an alien lick my asshole and play in my asshole.
Call me Lois Lane.
Though, have you ever seen the movie Hancock?
Yeah.
The scene where he was fucking that woman and he had to move her because when he nutted, he shot a hole through the motherfucking ceiling. He would have killed that girl.
That was insane.
He would have killed that girl if he shot the club up. He probably did.
And you know,
that's
he
how
learned that by trial and error.
Right, that's what I was about to say. So he probably did that to somebody. Unless when he jerked off as a kid, he'd like put holes in his. How did his parents not know? Wait, when did he get his powers?
So he.
Well, he was the last of his species because I remember he was really old.
Him and the girl.
Right,
yeah,
right.
They were really old.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not getting no superpowers, Bees? You're not getting no superpowers? So if Supergirl came down from Krypton with a big old booty, you went and she said, "Hey, let me play in your booty to give you some superpowers." You gonna be like, "Nah, chill."
Nah, no booty playing.
Okay. Here's the caveat: you're in another dimension and you're single. Yeah, he's with his girlfriend, so I had to put him in another dimension, so it's not actually him. It's another version of him.
Yo, listen. I'm still masculine.
He's making the decisions for his other version of him right now.
I'm still masculine.
I just want you to know that you talking about something that people be folding in this dimension over.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you know what though? I've had my butthole licked before, so I guess I could get the superpowers.
He said he had his asshole licked. So it only can be licked, no probes though. You don't want no probes or ET fingers?
Nah, no probes. Yeah. Don't stick nothing in it. I don't want no shit popping out my ass like Cartman's. You know what I'm saying? You know, you remember Alien stuck anal probe my ass. Yeah, I don't want that. You see, yo, you remember that whole satellite jumped out that nigga ass? Nah, bro.
What you mean?
In South Park, it was an episode where Carlton
shit.
got abducted by aliens, and they put an anal probe in the nigga ass.
Oh, yo, what?
And the nigga farted. The nigga farted, and the whole satellite.
Yo, South Park be extra, yo. South Park be extra. What you sipping on over there, Trish?
Oh man, liquor, cause they not enough juice in there.
Liquor ain't enough juice.
It's called the WAP, y'all. It's called the WAP.
The WAP?
Yeah, or the WAP maker.
That's the WAP right there. Oh shit.
It's strong as hell.
But shit, we was getting ready to get up out of here though.
Giggly.
What's that, Bees?
It's got the liquor, got her, that bag got her all giggly.
A little bit. Oh man. So you got any performances coming up, Trish?
Performances?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, other than Spoken Word next week.
Okay.
But right now I do not. Right now I'm actually helping my cousin because she is a private chef and we're putting together a string of events for her. She just moved down to Florida and she's culinary trained. So that's what I've been working on.
Got you. Well, shit. I got some free time. If y'all want to do a little, if she want to cook something one day and do like a little video shit, we make like a video little thing for her. We can get that shit popping, something like that. You know?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I was asking for the check, so I didn't hear anything you said.
I said, nah, I got a little bit of free time and shit like that. So if she want to cook something one day and I kind of bring the cameras and do some type of shit and kind of.
If you want to do that, yeah.
We could do something like that, you know?
Because I was thinking we need to do some promotional videos anyways.
Yeah, you know?
And you get a free meal. Look at that. Look at God.
You know? Yeah, word. Well, Bees is on his way to Maryland. You know, we was getting ready to shut down. You know, we already about an hour, almost an hour and a half. And I said, we ain't going 3 hours a day. You know? We went 3 hours on Tuesday, which is wild, y'all. You know?
Yeah. By accident.
Oh, shit.
By accident.
See, I don't like when niggas say it like this. But Wayne Mills said, yo, your girlfriend ate the gooch. When you refer to it as gooch, it don't sound really real appealing. It don't sound right. Because when I hear the word gooch, you know what I think about? You know what I think about? I think about some big, giant, invisible bully that used to pick on Arnold on different strokes. That's what I think about when I hear the gooch. So when I think,
but yo, you gotta remember this.
Yeah. Khary, how old are you?
I gotta say this. The gooch was a girl.
I don't recall. I feel like you're right, but I also feel like the gooch was also mad big. You saw.
Yeah, nah. She was mad big. She was a big Shirley. She was a big Shirley.
Right. I feel like they got the inspiration of Big Shirley from the gooch.
You know? I get a stand for this. I know, me too. I'm sorry, I was eating coconut shrimp.
I know. You know what? Go ahead and finish your coconut shrimp because we getting ready to get up out of here. I'm gonna go in the room and I'm gonna put my face in some vagina. That's what we're gonna do tonight. You know.
Wow. Let us know how it goes. What was your rating at the end?
I'm about to take another shot. I'm feeling nice. Oh, you didn't hear what I said earlier. You didn't hear what I said earlier.
What?
You know? I gotta
Oh my God.
I woke up to a flower this morning.
Look at his flowers. He got flowers today.
Flowers and shit. So I feel special, you know. So.
And a note.
It really made me smile. It made me really feel good. So.
That's so nice.
You know? See, but we're gonna get ready to wrap up. You know, we will be back on Tuesday. You gonna join us on Tuesday, Trish?
Hell yeah.
We go. You actually sent me something that you wanted to talk about in the chat. That we'll talk about it on Monday. Oh, it's about New York niggas too. It's about New York niggas.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about New York niggas and when they move out of New York on Tuesday is one of our topics. But yo, thanks for joining us, Bees. Thanks for joining us, Trish.
Yeah.
Drive safe, Bees. Enjoy your rest of your meal, Trish. You know, and your drink in a pouch. It's like in a pouch. They give you like a to-go bag for your drink. All right, but let's get ready to
I'm
get
over
out
here
of here.
clicking on stuff.
Let's get ready to get out of here. We'll be back on Tuesday night.
See y'all later. I'm about to go out here and be wild.
Well, may the rest of your weekend be great. Do your best to stick.
That works out for you.
And keep a smile.
Thanks for watching the Dopest live stream. Khary's crib. Thanks for watching the Dopest live stream. Khary's crib.